That's the corner of guitars.
That's great.
There's a guitar here. I know. What do we got? We got an actual. That's a Fender Twin Verb original. What else we got?
The PVJSX head. We don't really use that. Marshall JVM Monster.
With a Mesa cabinet.
Mesa
Celestians.
It's a 1986 61 SG reissue. That's a 89 custom shop. There's a 78 gold top beat to shit.
Did you get Jay?
Ridiculoso jazz bass.
Yeah, we
There's
got
Jay right there.
Orange amplifier.
Orange, I forgot how
Hey.
You know, 'cause Joe,
That's the sex appeal, man.
Our bottom.
Jay.
These drums right now are tuned to the key of G, which is currently the song that we're working on. Valentino actually tunes them to whatever key the song
Yeah, I
is in.
tuned the harmonic either a third or fifth away from your guitar, which is in D, you know?
Right.
So it's a nice harmonic overtone.
So this is where we do it. This is where it comes to life.
Jeez,
Such a good vibe in here.
I know.
Love it. Yeah. Yeah, man. What are they made of?
They're made of a composite of aluminum and titanium shell, and they're not subject to humidity. They're not subject to wood that's constantly trying to come undone from being wrapped.
They're tough as nails.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They can achieve any harmonic tone because they're metal. With the right heads, you can achieve any kind of drum tone.
What kind of heads you got on here now?
Right now, there are Evans, single ply, 10 ply on the bottom, and on the top, there are double ply, 15 mil or 15 mil Evans Onyx series, suede finish.
And this is the kit that Val tracks drums for Dodge City.
Yeah, I mean, I track drum double pedal, you know, it's everything custom snare track. I mean, it's
Tell us about your drum recording techniques. What you
I use a combination of stereo overhead miking and triggering. These Roland triggers on every drum, and then I run the triggers into the Roland TD20, and I use that as a trigger to MIDI converter.
Which guy's that?
That's right over here. I undo these triggers that are coming from these. I undo these inputs because these are coming from these trigger pads right now. That's triggering the sounds in this internal brain, but when I put the trigger on the drum over there, I plug that trigger in, and this acts as a trigger to MIDI converter. So it converts the triggered electronic impulse to a MIDI note, which goes out the MIDI cable into the console, into the MIDI interface, into the computer, and then can be reassigned to any drum sound that I want, which in my case are resample drum tones if I have, or other sample libraries that we use and blend the sounds together to get that $1 million studio sound without
$1
million studio. We use a combination of, you can't use only samples because the dynamics of the room that they sampled them in aren't necessarily the dynamics of the room that you're playing the drums in, so we blend the sample drum sound
with the live sound.
with the active drum sound. And in my case, I've sampled my own drum, recorded that, edited the waves, looped them in time with respect to the song, and could reinforce them with my own tone, or sometimes I'll choose another sample library.
Cool.
You know, so that's kind of how I get the sounds. But you know, just as the miking a drum record, you know, you need a fine technique to mic the drum. You also have to get the appropriate balance between the triggered sound and the attack and the release and the threshold values on the triggers to get everything, you know, in harmony and balance, because you just can't hit the drum and they may double trigger, so you really have to know your parameters on your triggers and how the drum's going to respond to your playing.
So basically, you need to be a wizard.
Well, you need to have a wand. You need to
okay.
You need to have a wand. You don't have to be a wizard, but you need a magic wand.
All right. We got Jason Valenti.
I like the acoustics in this room. It's got natural diffusion because of the stairway, and it's treated all around with RLX foam and base.
You guys built all this by hand.
Yeah, I mean it's a nice, pretty custom stuff, you know.
You hear how you cupped your voice here? Yeah.
I do a lot of electronic
It's the old
music down here. A lot of synthesizers.
Jay
a lot
killing
of
it.
samplers,
What up, Jay?
sequencers.
What's up?
What you working on, bud?
The ballad.
The ballad. I'm gonna go invade Jay real quick. Are you decent?
Oh shit.
What are you doing in here?
Playing the fiddle.
He's in there making history.
We see this vocal booth real quick. I don't mean to be so close up in your sector. I just wanna
A
show
lot
'em.
of room in here.
Not much room. You don't need it though.
For, people who don't like cramped spaces.
Do you find yourself claustrophobic in here at all?
I find myself alone a lot.
Do you? Is that all right though?
I like being alone.
Can you handle that?
You know what I mean?
I'm
This room I can't handle.
You can't. You gotta handle it.
I handle
You
it.
doing all right?
That thing right there. That doesn't lie.
That's worse than like.
That's the judge right there.
Yeah.
That's the judge.
That you don't
And
lie.
the jury.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're
That thing
right.
doesn't fuck around.
It's good vibe in here though.
I like it. I like the colors. They're fun.
Absolutely.
They're fun.
These guys built this shit by hand.
Yeah.
They were like, I have a dream.
Tools. I used a couple, you know, a mallet and a wood chisel.
Actually, Jay.
Wood chisel.
Jay, you ready to work or what?
All right, we're gonna let these guys get back to work.
Sign off in a little bit.
Ta ta.
Till next time, bitches.
Bye.